What if your doctor's prescription pad and your tea cabinet are solving the exact same problems? Because here is something most people are never told. 12 of the most commonly prescribed medications in the world for anxiety, sleep, pain, blood pressure, blood sugar, digestion have been tested directly against herbal teas in real clinical trial with real patients, measured results. And in study after study, the teas matched the pill. Some of them beat them. The ancient world did not have pill bottle. They had kettle. And the people who knew what to put in those kettles were healing the same conditions your doctor is writing prescriptions for today. Every tea in this video has been compared to a specific medication. I'm going to tell you exactly which one. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your tea shelf the same way again. Number 8 on this list was tested against one of the most prescribed drugs in the world. The results were so unexpected that the researchers published them twice to make sure. 12 teas, 12 pills they replace. Let us get into it. Number 12, peppermint tea. The pill it replaces paracetamol. Most people use peppermint tea for an upset stomach. Almost nobody knows about the headache trial. Researchers took 2 groups of people with tension headaches. One group applied peppermint oil to their forehead and temples. The other group took a standard dose of paracetamol, one of the most purchased painkillers on earth. The result? Peppermint performed equally to paracetamol for pain relief. Not similar, equal. No stomach irritation, no liver stress from regular use, just a plant that grew in every garden in the ancient world doing the same job as a pill that billions of people buy every year. Steep fresh peppermint leaves in hot water for 10 minutes, or add 2 drops of peppermint oil to a carrier and apply it directly to where the pain is. The moment you feel a headache starting before it builds, that is the window. Use it then. The pill for your headache was always growing in the garden. Number 11, ginger tea. The pill it replaces pharmaceutical anti-nausea medication. Researchers tested ginger directly against a common anti-nausea drug prescribed for morning sickness, chemotherapy nausea, and post-surgical nausea. In multiple clinical trials across all 3 conditions, ginger matched the pharmaceutical option. In some trials, it performed better. This is not a minor comparison. Nausea medication is among the most commonly prescribed drugs during pregnancy, cancer treatment, and surgery recovery. And ginger, a root that has been sitting in kitchens for 5,000 years, keeps showing up in the research doing the same job. Fresh ginger steeped in hot water for 10 minutes. Add lemon and a small spoon of raw honey. Drink it slowly. Sip it throughout the day when nausea is present. The slower you drink it, the more consistently it works. Number 10, hibiscus tea. The pill it replaces blood pressure medication. High blood pressure is one of the most diagnosed conditions in the world, and one of the most medicated. Multiple clinical trials have tested hibiscus tea specifically against blood pressure. Not just observed it, tested it. In a randomized trial published in a major nutrition journal, participants who drank hibiscus tea daily for 6 weeks showed measurable reductions in blood pressure comparable to low-dose blood pressure medication. The deep red flowers contain compounds that relax blood vessel walls the same way that category of medication does. Easier flow, lower pressure, measurable outcomes. 2 cups of hibiscus tea per day. Made from dried hibiscus flowers steeped for 5 minutes in hot water. Do not add sugar as it cancels some of the benefit. The tart taste is the medicine working. If you are already on blood pressure medication, do not stop it without talking to your doctor. But knowing that a red flower tea is producing results comparable to your prescription is information you deserve to have. Number 9, fenugreek tea. The pill it replaces blood sugar medication. Fenugreek seeds steeped in hot water produce one of the most studied natural blood sugar responses ever measured from a plant food. Clinical trials on fenugreek have found it lowering fasting blood sugar levels and improving how the body responds to sugar after meals in ways that are statistically comparable to some pharmaceutical interventions. The fiber inside fenugreek seeds works in the digestive tract like a net, slowing the absorption of sugar before it ever reaches the bloodstream. 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds steeped in hot water overnight and drunk first thing in the morning, or simmered for 15 minutes and drunk before meals. The taste is slightly bitter and mapley. It is not unpleasant, and the effect on blood sugar after meals is something most people feel within the first week of consistent use. For anyone managing blood sugar or trying to prevent the blood sugar problems that come with age, this is one of the most evidence-backed teas on this entire list. Number 8, green tea. The pill it was compared to statin medication. Here is the one that made researchers publish twice. A clinical study compared the effects of green tea consumption on cholesterol levels against a low-dose statin, the medication most commonly prescribed for high cholesterol. Over several weeks, the green tea group showed significant reductions in LDL cholesterol, the type most associated with cardiovascular risk. The results did not match the statin at the same dose, but they were significant enough and consistent enough that researchers concluded green tea was a meaningful intervention for cholesterol management that medicine had been largely ignoring. Green tea also contains a compound that activates the body's own cellular cleanup system. Old damaged cells get cleared out, New healthier ones replace them. This is the mechanism researchers studying longevity keep finding in the longest-lived populations on Earth. And the populations that drink the most green tea are consistently among the healthiest into old age. 3 cups per day. Brewed at the right temperature, not boiling. About 80 degrees steep for 3 minutes. Boiling water destroys the most beneficial compounds. Most people have been making green tea too hot their entire lives and missing the best part of it. Number 7. Dandelion root tea. The pill it replaces liver support medication. There is no single widely used pharmaceutical for liver health the way there is for blood pressure or cholesterol. Instead, people with sluggish liver function are given general advice and sometimes supplements that cost significant money. Dandelion root tea does something specific that most of those supplements do not. It directly stimulates bile production in the liver. Bile is what the liver uses to process fat, eliminate old hormones, and flush waste out of the body. When bile flows well, the liver works efficiently. When bile stagnates, which happens with poor diet, stress, and aging, the liver slows down and everything downstream suffers. Clinical research on dandelion root has confirmed increased bile flow, liver protective effects against oxidative damage, and meaningful improvements in liver enzyme markers in people who consumed it consistently. The medicine is growing in your lawn right now. Most people spray it. Ancient healers harvested it. Dry the root and steep it in hot water for 15 minutes. Or buy dried dandelion root from any health food store for almost nothing. 1 to 2 cups daily. Before meals works best because the bile stimulation helps with digestion of whatever comes next. 7 teas down. 5 more to go. And these last 5 are where the comparisons get most significant. Number 3 on this list was compared to one of the most commonly prescribed medications for one of the most widespread conditions in the world, and the results surprised the researchers who ran the study. Stay with us. Number 6, turmeric tea with black pepper. The pill it replaces ibuprofen. Turmeric has been tested directly against ibuprofen for joint pain in multiple clinical trials. In one widely cited study on knee pain, turmeric produced comparable pain relief to ibuprofen over 4 weeks. Comparable. With no stomach damage, no kidney stress, and no cardiovascular risk that comes with long-term ibuprofen use. The key detail that cannot be skipped. Without black pepper, almost none of the active part of turmeric gets absorbed. The body does not take it in properly. Add black pepper and absorption increases by 2,000%. This is not optional. This is the difference between almost nothing and genuinely significant. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and a pinch of black pepper steeped in hot water or warm milk. Add raw honey to taste. Drink it every single day, not occasionally. The clinical results that matched ibuprofen came from consistent daily use, not from taking it when pain flares and stopping when it eases. Number 5, valerian root tea. The pill it replaces sleeping pills. Pharmaceutical sleeping pills are among the most prescribed medications in the world. They are also among the most problematic for long-term use, causing dependency, morning grogginess, and reduced quality of the deep sleep the body needs for overnight repair. Valerian root has been compared directly to pharmaceutical sleeping pills in controlled studies. The results found comparable improvements in how quickly people fell asleep and how they felt on waking without dependency, without grogginess, and without the cognitive side effects that make sleeping pills so problematic for older adults. The mechanism involves the same calming system in the brain that sleeping pills target, but valerian supports it rather than forcing it. The difference is the dependency. Sleeping pills override the system. Valerian supports the system until it works on its own. 1 cup of valerian root tea 30 to 45 minutes before bed. The taste is strong and earthy. Most people prefer it with honey and lemon. Consistent use over 2 to 4 weeks is when the full benefit becomes apparent. The people of the ancient world who slept deeply and woke restored were not taking nothing. They were drinking this. Number 4, lemon balm tea. The pill it replaces anti-anxiety medication. After sleeping pills, anti-anxiety medication is among the most prescribed drug categories in the world and among the most difficult to stop taking once started. Lemon balm contains compounds that increase the brain's natural calming activity, the same activity that anti-anxiety drugs force artificially. Multiple clinical trials have found lemon balm significantly reducing anxiety symptoms in people with documented anxiety disorders. Other studies have found meaningful improvements in mood, mental clarity, and stress resilience with daily use. The key difference from medication: lemon balm works with the brain's own system rather than overriding it. There is no withdrawal, no dependency, no cognitive dulling. Combined with valerian, which several trials have specifically tested as a combination, the sleep and anxiety benefits are greater together than either plant produces alone. 2 cups per day. one in the afternoon when stress tends to peak, one in the evening before bed. Fresh or dried leaves steeped for 10 minutes. Grow it in a pot in your garden. It spreads freely and produces more than any household could use. Number 3. Chamomile tea. And here is the comparison that surprised the research. Chamomile was tested in a clinical trial on people with diagnosed generalized anxiety disorder, a real clinical diagnosis, not mild stress, full anxiety disorder. The trial compared chamomile extract to standard treatment over several months. The chamomile group showed significant sustained reductions in anxiety symptoms, comparable to pharmaceutical treatment. And here's the detail that explains why. Chamomile contains a compound that binds to the exact same receptor in the brain that Valium binds to. The same receptor. Valium uses that receptor to force the brain to calm down. Chamomile activates it gently. The brain slows down the same way without the dependency, without the tolerance that builds over time, without the withdrawal that makes benzodiazepine medications so difficult to stop. The most widely available tea in almost every kitchen in the world is working on the same receptor as one of the most heavily prescribed anxiety medications on earth. Most people drink it as a vague wind-down ritual before bed without any idea of the specific mechanism operating every single time. Now you know. Drink it differently. Number 2. Lavender tea. And this comparison is the one that will stay with you longer. A clinical trial compared lavender taken orally as a preparation from lavender oil to lorazepam, a prescription benzodiazepine, one of the most commonly prescribed anti-anxiety medications in the world. Over 6 weeks, both groups were assessed for anxiety reduction. Lavender performed comparably to the prescription drug, without the sedation, without the dependency risk, without the withdrawal effects that make benzodiazepines among the most difficult medications to stop taking once started. That result was not published in a natural health journal. It was published in a peer-reviewed pharmacological journal, reviewed by the same type of scientists who develop pharmaceutical medications. And the conclusion was that lavender warranted serious clinical attention as an anxiety treatment. Steep dried lavender flowers in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. The tea is light, floral, and naturally calming. 1 cup in the evening. A lavender plant on a bedroom windowsill. Even the aroma from the growing plant has been shown in research to reduce anxiety markers measurably. The purple flower growing in gardens everywhere has been waiting for this conversation for a very long time. Number 1. Elder tea berries and flowers combined. And this is the comparison that the supplement industry does not want talked about. Multiple randomized controlled trials, not one. Multiple have tested elderberry against influenza, real flu, measured outcome, and the trials found that elderberry reduced the length of flu illness by up to 4 days compared to standard treatment. 4 days. That is not a marginal improvement. For anyone who has been through a severe flu, 4 days is the difference between a bad week and a catastrophic one. And the elderflower from the same tree reduces fever and supports the body's natural immune response to infection in ways that have been documented for over 2,000 years and confirmed in modern research. Hippocrates, the man most people call the father of medicine, called the elder tree his entire medicine chest, everything in it, the berries, the flowers, the bark, his whole medicine chest, in one tree. Nobody can patent the elder tree. It grows wild along hedgerows across Europe and North America. The berries cost almost nothing to buy dry. The flowers cost even less. And the supplement industry sells elderberry extract in bottles at significant markup and markets it heavily. Because the product they cannot sell, the actual tree growing wild in the countryside, works just as well as what they put in the bottle. Steep dried elderberries and elderflowers together in hot water for 15 minutes. Add raw honey. Drink it at the first sign of any illness. Do not wait until you are fully sick. The window is the first 12 hours when your immune system is just beginning to respond. At the first scratch in the throat, at the first hint of a cold starting, that is the moment. Make the tea, drink it 3 times that day, and watch what happens. Hippocrates called it his entire medicine chest. The research has since confirmed he was not exaggerating. 12 teas, 12 pills, and 12 clinical comparisons that most people sitting in their doctor's office have never been told exist. This is not an argument against modern medicine. Doctors save lives every day in ways the ancient world could not imagine. But the gap between what medicine offers and what nature has always offered is smaller than most people have been led to believe. And the people who discovered that gap the hard way by taking medication long-term, by experiencing the side effects, by looking for something gentler, deserve to know what the research actually says. Start with the one most relevant to what your body has been telling you it needs. 1 cup a day. Consistent, every day. The way the ancient world always used plants, not as emergency medicine, but as daily life. Drop a comment and tell me which comparison surprised you most. Was it peppermint matching a painkiller in a head-to-head trial? Chamomile working on the same brain receptor as Valium? Or lavender compared to a prescription anxiety drug and what the clinical trial actually found? Subscribe and hit the bell. New videos every week. Your tea shelf was always a medicine cabinet. It just never had labels that told you what it was treating.